in Bangor. I'm joined by Scott Atherly, the head coach of the UMaine soccer team up in Orono. And coach, rather than talk about the end of the season, um, we're going to talk about heading to the NCAAs. I mean, if people missed it, what an amazing game yesterday. So coming in number 4, you knock off number 1, and then you head to Vermont and knock off the number 2 seed yesterday in penalty kicks in a day that it was pouring, but you didn't care, did you?
It was, certainly the game at Binghamton was a real emotional game for us and physically demanding game. And one of the benefits of being a higher seed is that Binghamton and Vermont both got a bye in the first round. So for us to have come off having played, on Sunday against New Hampshire, then to play Binghamton, and then to play against Vermont, really is a testament to our players and their will. So really exciting game against Binghamton. Neither team, I would say, had really a great number of chances, but we buried the one chance that we needed, and that was the difference in the game. And then yesterday we were down 2-0 very quick, first 20 minutes of the game, and our team just settled after the second goal, and we were fortunate to get one back before half. So going into halftime, 2-1 was huge for us. And then we got a goal within the first 7 minutes of the second half. And that's when I think everybody understood that we could do this.
I was sitting on watching it on ESPN Plus, and with 14 minutes to go, Elena Berenberg came up just absolutely like a monster. I mean, there was a breakaway. She held her own. She kind of was like, we've talked about it. You want to be a bear, you want to be as big as you can.
Mhm.
And then she kicked it away with her right foot. And I mean, at that point, it would have been hard to come back. But I mean, that just must have just given you guys such an incredible lift.
Yeah, for sure. And that's her strength as a keeper. She's really good about being patient and not committing too soon. And the second thing is she stays big for as long as possible. And she's incredibly reflexive with her feet. And we saw all of that in that one save. And she made a number of really quality saves that just gave us a real boost and allowed us to stay in that game.
And I think there was like within 3 minutes or two, I at that point I wasn't writing down because I was so intense into the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was a shot that uh, might have hit the crossbar, or she tipped over, but
Yeah.
it was another huge save as well.
Yeah, it was just real quality. And she's a very technical keeper. She's got super hands and feet and, a tremendous amount of poise for such a young player.
And so she was named the tournament MVP. Also to the All East Championship, Olivia Grisdale, Jordy Panette, and Louise Reinwald. I mean, it was just amazing.
Yeah, and each of them in their own way had such an impact. I mean, Liv Grisdale has stepped up for us in a position that she was so unfamiliar with. And I think she's the game changer in our team this year because she was able to really go into a position that when we lost our two center backs, she's been exceptional in that spot. Lou has been consistent all year in midfield and allows us to play the way we do. And she gets out of a lot of really tricky situations with her vision and skill. And Jordan has just come on to score some really important goals and set up the game winner against Binghamton on Thursday. So I'm really happy for her, all of them, to see them coming into their stride.
So then it goes to penalty kicks after 2 10-minute overtime periods. Um, uh, do you say anything to Elena or what? I mean, other than, hey, stop some kicks. I mean, what do you say to her if anything, or your goalkeeping coach?
Well, Alexis is our goalkeeping coach, and what she does is that she kind of informs. She looks at video, And then, any video that we have available. I mean, most teams only have one or two penalty takers during this season. They don't get to 10, but, she just, makes her aware of where they go. And not that they always go that way. But she's somebody that likes that information. And it's available to us.
But you can't really, I mean, there's no talk during the shootout, is there? I mean, because it goes so quickly. Or I mean, is she hand signaling something to Elena, or how does that? Or I mean, if we're going too in depth, don't tell me.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. No, it's just they have their signals, and it works. If the kicker goes in that
right.
direction. But that's what that's what you're gambling on, and good penalty takers have multiple ways of beating you.
Well, but to be able to stop two penalty kicks to give you guys a win was just an amazing performance.
Yeah, really happy for her.
Talk a little bit about the bus ride. I've been on bus rides with high school students. Um, you know, both after they've won a championship and after they've lost, and it can be really morose or it could be kind of noisy. How was the bus ride coming back from Burlington yesterday
Yeah,
afternoon?
there was a lot of excitement, and rightly so. And I just think that the players really appreciate, kind of the stretch that we've had over the last 4 games, because you had the 2 New Hampshire games to have to get into the tournament, and to win 2 in a row against the same team is not easy. So I just think they're elated, and we as a staff couldn't be happier for them.
So you are three-peat American East champions. I mean, I think everyone would probably have been hard pressed to say you were going to three-peat at the beginning of the year with all the changes and then with all the injuries. And it's just a testament to the coaching staff and to the players to get here.
Yeah, and I think, there was a lot. It's a brand new team. It's a brand new staff. And so I think it's a credit to everyone that, to be able to come together and, really get everybody on the same page. And, I've had terrific, our staff has been terrific in terms of getting our team ready. And the players have been really good about, absorbing all of the stuff that we've thrown at them. And they're a resilient group. And there's a lot of belief, even in the beginning when things weren't going so well. And even when we had injuries, it was kind of the next player up mentality. And sometimes those situations force you into finding out who you are real fast. And I think we responded in an exceptional fashion.
So this afternoon, rather than collecting jerseys, you guys are all going to be gathering for the selection show.
Yeah, it's a really exciting time, and I think, this is a big moment, in a season. Your goal is every year. Our goal is to get to the NCAA tournament, and this is part of that excitement. And we really want our players to take it in. It doesn't happen a lot in life, and so I think we want them to really be in the moment and enjoy it. And whoever we play, we'll give them our best shot.
What time is the selection? Is it at 4 this afternoon?
4 o'clock. Yeah, it's at
Oh,
4 o'clock. Yeah.
okay. And is it on ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus? You may not know, but
I don't know that. Boy, that's a
all
great
you know
question.
is that you'll go in and watch. I'll
I
find
want
out.
one. There
We'll
you
link
go.
it in there.
Sorry, I can't help you, Chris.
That's all right. But do you know when the tournament starts? I mean, there's a lot happening then. What from 4 o'clock on?
Yeah, it's crazy. Today is a crazy day. Well, first, to answer your first question, the tournament starts technically on Friday. It's the weekend.
Right.
So, depending on the host institution, it's their prerogative to determine the day. So they've already put in a predetermined bid for it, and with a day and everything like that. So it's up to the institution. I think last year we played on a Friday night in Wisconsin. We could play as late as Sunday. So that part of it we do not know, and it really is at the discretion of the institution. But what happens today is we find out who at 4, and then Tiana has to go in and just deal with all of the travel stuff and talk to the travel agency. There's a travel, but there's so many details that need to be done and sorted out in such a short time. It really is crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got to get to wherever you've got to get to, and add the mess with the flight
Flights.
delays and
Yeah.
everything. So I mean, depending upon when you play, you might be flying out as early as Wednesday, maybe.
Yes, that's correct. And here we are on Monday, and that's what happened last year. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that things go smoothly.
Maybe with the new facility down the road, the university might be putting in a bid to host uh first rounds.
Well, we'll see.
That would be very exciting. There aren't many facilities that have got, or universities or schools that have got a facility like the New Balance soccer facility.
Agreed, and we're extremely grateful.
All right, Coach. Listen, what an awesome game. I can't thank you enough for joining us. I mean, you reached out to me.
No.
What time did you get back last night or this morning?
Yeah, it was pretty reasonable. We got back at about 11:30. We drove in, and yeah, it was, as far as trips go, it wasn't so bad. But thank you, Chris. Appreciate your chatting with you, and your advocacy for our program.
All right, Coach. Best of luck. We'll let everybody know what time well, we know it's at 4, but how to watch this afternoon, and then we'll have a story later tonight as to where you're going and how that everybody can watch that. Coach, go get them. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris.